idealist.
No, I'm mixed up very bad. Maybe I ought to get married. Maybe I ought to get stuck into something. Maybe that's my trouble. I'm like a boy. I'm not married. I'm not in business. I'm like a boy. Are you content, Hap? You're a success, aren't you? Are you content?
Hell no.
Why? You're making money, aren't you?
All I can do now is wait for the merchandise manager to die. And suppose I get to be merchandise manager. He's a good friend of mine. And he just built a terrific estate on Long Island. And he lives there about 2 months. And he sold it. And now he's building another one. He can't enjoy it once it's finished. And I know that's just what I would do. I don't know what the hell I'm working for. Sometimes I sit in my apartment all alone and I think of the rent I'm paying and it's crazy, but then it's what I've always wanted. My own apartment, a car, plenty of women, and still, God damn it, I'm lonely.
Listen, why don't you come out west with me?
You and I, huh?
Sure. Maybe we could buy a ranch, raise cattle, use our muscles. Men built like we are should be working out in the open.
The Lohman brothers.
Sure. We'd be known all over the counties.
That's what I dream about, Biff. Sometimes I want to just rip my clothes off in the middle of the store and just outbox that goddamn merchandise manager. I mean, I can outbox, outrun, and outlift anybody in that store and I have to take orders from those common petty sons of bitches till I can't stand it anymore.
I'm telling you, kid, if you were with me, I'd be happy out there.
See, Biff, everybody around me is so false that I'm constantly lowering my ideals.
Baby, together we'd stand up for one another. We'd have someone to trust.
But if I were around you...
Hap, the trouble is we weren't brought up to grub for money. I don't know how to do it.
Neither can I.
Then let's go.
The only thing is, what can you make out there?
But look at your friend. Builds an estate and then hasn't the peace of mind to live in it.
Yeah, but when he walks into the store, the waves part in front of him. That's $52,000 a year coming through the revolving door. And I've got more in my pinky finger than he's got in his head.
Yeah, but you just said...
I gotta show some of those pompous, self-important executives over there that Hap Lohman can make the grade. I want to walk in the store the way he walks in. Then I'll go with you, Biff. We'll be together yet, I swear.
Good, turn away from him.
But take those two creatures we had tonight.
All the way.
Now, weren't they gorgeous?
Yeah. Yeah. Most gorgeous I've had in years.
I get that anytime I want, Biff. Whenever I feel disgusted. The only trouble is, it gets like bowling or something. I just keep knocking them over. It doesn't mean anything. You still run around a lot?
Nah. I'd like to find a girl. Steady. Somebody with substance.
That's what I long for.
Oh, go on. You'd never come home.
I would. Somebody with character. Like Mom, you know? Somebody with...
Go back to go on and make fun of him.
Oh, go on.
Make
You'd...
fun of him. Play.
Oh, go on. You'd never come home.
I would. Somebody with character. Like Mom, you know? Somebody with resistance.
I don't know why, but I could be wrong, but just stay a man. Oh, go on.
Oh, go on. You'd never come home.
I would. Somebody with character.
With a wife. Are you kidding me?
Oh, go on. You'd never come home.
I would. Somebody with character. Like Mom, you know? Somebody with resistance. You're going to call me a bastard when I tell you this. That girl Charlotte I was with tonight is engaged to be married in 5 weeks.
No kidding.
Sure. The guy's in line for the vice presidency of the store. I don't know what gets into me. Maybe I just have an overdeveloped sense of competition or something. But I went and ruined her. And furthermore, I can't get rid of her.
Into your bed for me. I'd like you to have a real self-reflection moment here, because you're dealing with what you don't know how to place it, but it's an absolute guilt that's coming from a place that's telling you not to do what you are doing, but you don't know how to not do it. So take a second and actually reveal to your brother the the truth of the pain that you experience from hurting these other people, because it is true. Like you do feel like it's like Hap's like you're like the picture of Dorian Gray. If you don't know that novel, he sins and nothing happens to him. He stays perfect, perfect skin tone, perfect age. But the painting holds on to all the sins. So he can murder, he can rape, he can do anything he wants, and nothing happens to him. He can't get in trouble for it. He doesn't show it on his face. He can do drugs, whatever. But you go and you look at what the sin has done to the painting, because the painting is his soul, and it's just the most ugly, horrific thing you could imagine. So that's a little bit of what Hap's dealing with here and what he's trying to explain, and honestly, reach out and get help. He's asking for help.
He doesn't do that right away. He grows into it.
Yes, but even the fact that he's talking about it, so yeah, he's gonna cover it up with a little bit of like, but allow yourself to feel the real feelings. So start from the beginning of this, like you're gonna think I'm a bastard, or whatever that one.
Mm-hmm.
Go right there and just allow yourself to feel shame. Breathe into it. Shame, real shame.
You're gonna call me a bastard when I tell you this? That girl Charlotte I was with tonight is engaged to be married in 5 weeks.
No kidding.
Sure. The guy's in line for the vice presidency of the store. I don't know what gets into me. Maybe I just have an overdeveloped sense of competition or something.
Breathe.
But I went and ruined her.
Hear what you just said. He knows what he did. Breathe. Say it again.
But I went and ruined her.
You ruined her. And you did. She's either going to break up with her fiancé, or she's going to live with guilt the rest of her life, and you're not going to be with her. You ruined someone's life.
But I went and ruined her. And furthermore, I can't get rid of her, and he's the third executive I've done that to. Isn't that a crummy characteristic? And to top it all, I go to their weddings. I'm not supposed to take bribes. Manufacturers offer me a $100 bill now and then to throw an order their way. You know how honest I am. But it's like this girl. See, I hate myself for it because I don't want the girl, and still, I take it. And I love it. What's the matter?
Let's go to sleep.
Well, I guess we didn't settle anything, huh? Scene. Hey, hey, right here. Let's go. Did you like it?
Guys. It's a sad day today because we're going to graduate the scene. It's sad. Because you gotta retire it. Maybe you should do the play. You have a hell of a time finding a good Willy Wonka, I'll tell you. It's tough. It's a really hard part. What are you feeling?
I'm really proud of us.
Me too.
I mean, that's all it is. I mean, we've worked our asses off on this. And I think both of us Like, we knew immediately yesterday, like, God, look how far we took this already. Like, we felt it yesterday. And then you managed to just open our eyes for, like, one thing in particular for both of us, and it really impacted it today. And I could feel it. I could feel like I was really in my head about, like, trying to channel, like, the sorrow and the somberness of the scene. But what you said about, like, this is a strong character. And you said that, and it finally, like, clicked for me who the person is. Because, like, I could relate to him already, but I realized how much more I could relate to him. So to hear that we're going to graduate it and that we actually, like, did it, like, I'm just, these are happy tears. Like, I'm so happy with the progress we've made. And I never thought in August that I would even do something like this and then put in as much work as we have to get to this point. So
It's
I'm just
kind
really
of
proud of it.
bittersweet.
Yeah,
Because,
It's sad.
yeah.
It's a sad day.
so I have, like, seriously been zoned in on this whole let go thing for the past 24 hours. And, like, I went home and I tried running it in the shower, because where's a better place to let go than in the shower?
Of course.
It's got great acoustics. I mean, if you can sing in the shower, you can act in the shower, right? So there was that. And then on the way here this morning, I sang in the car, like, stupid sing. Like, put on a song that makes you, like, happier than ever and just sing the shit out of it, whether it sounds good or not. And it felt really good to let go. Mind you, no one was there, but, you know, occasionally you stop at a red light and you look at a guy and you're just like, hey, man. And you kind of go right back to it. And, yeah, I kind of came in with that energy, and I told him what I've been up to, and he's like, I'm really glad to hear it. And then when we were running it in the other room, he was like, this has an entire different energy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, like, I'm very happy that we graduated it. I'm happy that you think that, but I feel like I just got the tip of the iceberg here. For
It's true. It's true. But I believe, the reason I want to graduate it is I believe you learned what you were supposed to learn from this scene. And now it's time to grab the next one. You know, could I nitpick and find ways to make it better? I hope so. I think it could. I could dive in and here, and here, and here, and I can direct it. I can talk to you about your diction and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
You both learned the things you were supposed to learn. You got strong
Yeah.
and courageous, and you chillaxed for 2 seconds. You let go and you allowed yourself to play. The work is to let go. So when you're a, like, type A personality that's like, gotta have it this way and this way, and I gotta have my notebook and I gotta have my stick notes.
Stick notes.
sticky notes.
He's working the desk now. He brought his own stick notes in,
Oh, okay.
and I love it. I love it.
Oh.
That's why I wanted him, because I'm not that way.
Mm-hmm.
See, I always want to recruit people that are not like me.
Mm-hmm.
I know where I'm weak, and I talk about it all the time. But when you're that way, you literally think about the work you did. The work you did was practice letting go. Someone else needs to work on the lines at this stage. You had to practice letting go, and now you have to continue to practice letting go in your real life. So it applies here. It's the counterbalance thing. And that will help you with your sad Sundays.
It's true.
It'll help you with your girlfriend. It's gonna help you in so many ways, because you're gonna be like, you're practicing. I know she won't mind me saying it, so I'll say it. You all know who she is. Syed went through this, and we worked on it for probably over a year. The effort that it took her to allow herself to play, to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's great.
I'm breathing easier today, too. Yesterday I felt like very...
Yeah, and you can't act from that. was
Yeah.
grindy, right? Today was fluid.
Mm-hmm.
And notice this. You fought me for 2 seconds. You fought me for 2 seconds, and then you trusted. You remembered me saying trust, and you're like, okay, you let go right away. You got into the moment, and it was right. It was correct, and it was beautiful, and it impacted him, and it impacted us. And without you overthinking it, you just went there. And it's poignant because you're both like Willie Loman is like supposedly the biggest character, especially like Dennehy playing is, but the idea like he's the biggest character to walk on the stage, just like right. You have his power.
Mm-hmm.
You have his wits. You have his sadness. You have his sin nature. You're both your dad. Your dad's dying. You're both just wrecked in different ways. And it's like part of your sadness here. You hear what he's saying. He is your dad in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
He's everything your dad's done, and he's going to do exactly what your dad did.
Yeah.
He's going to get married, and he's going to cheat, and he's going to be miserable, and he's going to end up talking to himself.
Mm-hmm.
And his name is Happy.
Yeah.
That's why you should graduate it, because you know why you should graduate it? Because you don't want to.
One of the best parts about this is like last Masterclass you harped on us on the second day about like this is your brother, go cheer him up, this is your brother, listen to him, like really tried to get us into that mentality. And what's wonderful is that Han and I have become really good friends. Our first day of acting, we showed up at the studio and sat next to each other in August. It just happened to be that way. And I really feel like we have figured out and have come to a place that we do have kind of a brotherly nature between us now.
So his first day was your first day?
Yeah.
At the studio?
So it's such a weird pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Our first days were the same day. Our first Masterclass, we were paired together. Our first time going into an agency, we both auditioned together. Our first time getting signed, to an agency, it was the same thing. Our first time on a commercial,
Together. We've done everything with acting together so far.
Yeah.
So like there's definitely, it's powerful that this is the scene that you guys chose for us.
Yeah, you didn't request it.
No. It
That's
just
what I'm saying.
happened.
Like I look at the list, and you don't understand how hard it is to cast, by the way. It's really hard. Because everyone's like, why don't you do the other plays? I'm like, you try it. You try finding plays for people that fit their age and fit their demographic and fit that they could go together. And I'm like, if only I had a girl.
Mm-hmm.
If only I had a 60-year-old. If only you're right. It's like it's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah.
To cast. So yeah, I mean, you didn't ask for it. That's divine intervention.
It is.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely meant to be. And like we've, especially over this past week in particular, like getting ramped up for Masterclass and preparing for it, like really doing the last bit of work that we needed to on it, like we could definitely feel it that we have hit that like brotherly nature between us. I feel like, I hope you do too. So
And now hopefully the mindset is I'm excited, and I'm hopeful to run into the next mountain.
yeah.
To run into the next struggle that the next play will bring to me that might take a month or 3 months or a year, because it's what I'm supposed to learn from the play. It's not about finishing the play. I could say that till I'm blue in the face, but until you get past it, and then you go, oh, you feel it. It's hard to explain to someone.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. You're just hoping that the next play that calls you has that next lesson that helps you struggle through whatever you're supposed to struggle through to level up in a certain way.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
I am too.
Well, and you know what? We need to cast you. 5 days, you should hold me to the fire to get a new play in your hands so that you don't stop.
Okay.
Because that's what you want to take this momentum and you want to build on it immediately.
Yeah. Expect an email from me.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Stay on here. I talk a big game in Masterclass, and then I have to be reminded.
Brian
I have
knows me. I'll
sticky
send a
notes for
million
that.
emails.
I feel like I'm going to have a few stick notes about it.
Bright pink.
Anything else, guys?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Very nice, man.
All right, we got one scene left for our day here.
All right, now let's